Yeah, it's amazing because there's a lot of myths going around from I think sort of both sides of the spectrum. It's tempting to use these fires as a political Rorschach test. I saw Bernie Sanders tweeted something about climate change. That's not right. There were fires like this in the 1960s. There was fires like this before cars were invented. Um, Other people have said things like, why don't you just scoop up the ocean? Well, yeah, you think? I mean, obviously that's not a new idea. I want to stress that last night, the hardworking pilots, the pilots of the fire department, they could not fly. It was so dangerous. The winds were 85 to 100 miles an hour, so they could not scoop up the ocean. They could not use it to fight the fires because even helicopters were grounded because they would have crashed. And I should also point out that when the winds are blowing that much, you can't really pinpoint drop. So, it makes a fire drop usually largely ineffective. But there are some
Well,
things
Mike,
that could have been done a lot better that are not
go
myths.
ahead. What are those things? What are those
Well,
things?
for one thing, our leaders are guilty of horrendous planning here, Rick. A couple days ago, it was actually over the weekend, my wife got a notification by text, and I think it was also published on Nextdoor. And the notification said, we forecast that on Wednesday, there will be catastrophic, life-threatening wind events in Southern California. Catastrophic, life-threatening wind events. This was almost a week ago, Rick. And
Yeah.
last night, I'm sure you saw the footage that I saw. There were roads that were blocked. There were people who didn't know how to evacuate. There were nurses at nursing homes pushing elderly people across busy highways because there was not personnel there that were called up to do this. I mean, to me, that is criminal. It is absolutely criminal that we didn't secure the evacuation routes. We didn't tell people, in advance. We didn't post personnel on the key intersections. I mean, a lot of these communities, as you know, there's one way in and one way out. And I
Yeah.
think this is more a crisis of planning than anything else.
Mike, we only have about 30 seconds left. Do you have any advice for people in California, anywhere close to where these fires are raging? What would you tell those people?
It is very easy to lose your faith in humanity and our government at this time. The best thing you can do, obviously, is take care of business in the next 24 hours, protect your loved ones and your pets, but then get angry. You have an absolute right to get angry. Get angry at your officials. Make sure that this type of thing never happens again.
Mike, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your heartfelt words for your friends and family. The best to you and yours. Stay safe, and thanks very much for joining the 11th Thought Report.